Okay, so this is a piecewise function and we're being asked to graph it. So let me rewrite it. Hopefully this is a little clearer. F of x it's a piecewise. So the first part is x squared minus 2 for x less than or equal to 1. And then the second part is the square root of 3x plus 1 when x is bigger than 1. So what I'm going to do on this one is begin the graph. And x squared minus 2 for specifically x less than 1. So let's see. I think the best thing would be maybe to make a table. And if you're familiar with this graph, you'll know it's a symmetric curve. So if I plug in a 0, for example, it's going to be a minus 2. Now, just to remember the symmetry, let me plug in a 1 and a 2 and a negative 1 and a negative 2. So when I plug in a 1, this is 1 squared minus 2, which is minus 1. So when x is 1, y is minus 1. And when x is 2, we get 2 squared, which is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. So in the other way, when I plug in a negative 1 squared is 1 minus 2 is negative 1. There's that symmetry, right? And when x is negative 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now, I could, let's see, I could, make the full curve there. In fact, I'm going to leave it there just because it came out nice enough. But at the end of the day, this restricts it to less than or equal to 1. So none of this is valid for my piecewise function. I can erase all this. But it just helps me understand what the curve looks like. And even though it doesn't appear curved, we know it is. Okay, the other piece is the square root of 3x plus 1 probably worth making another table for that one. And then for that one, I'm just going to start at the 1. And we'll just go maybe to 3. So when x is 1, this is 3 times 1 plus 1. That's 4. Square root of 4 is 2. You double check that. Yep. When I plug in, maybe 2 and 3 aren't the best things to plug in because there's no perfect root. Let me think for a second if there's a better value to plug in. I would say a 5. I think I like a 5. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Actually, no, there isn't. There really isn't a good number to plug in. Uh, well, we might as well just stick with this. Because 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So this is a square root of 7. Not very useful. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. So this is the square root of 10. If you're familiar with this curve, you'll know that it looks like this. Actually, I'm realizing I'm realizing that I'm using, that I used -1 here instead of 1. So let me go back a step, -1 comma 1 comma -1. Oh, so actually I should have kept more of this curve. So that's a fairly easy fix. So please make note of that. And then we're going to go this way. So sometimes when you're working on other pieces, then you realize um, that you need to make a correction. And I think it's done. So really, I needed to be careful and know that I needed all of this and then restart from 1. And that's the connector. And then to know this is shaded because of this symbol, and this is not shaded because of this symbol.